What's going on, peeps? It's your boy Evan the Epic here, back at it with the Trollcast. Welcome everyone to the Trollcast. This is be our podcast series hopefully, where we discuss various topics. Yes. Joined with me today is none other than Chud Tungsten.
Yep.
My co-host. We got Jay Scott. We got Big Kahuna. We got Ben.
Yeah.
Radio.twitch or twitch.tv/Radio Crusader.
To excuse him, he just finished it.
We got Sex God Aiden at the bottom.
Yo, what's up, guys? You want to follow me on Snapchat? Spherical Soup
What
1.
sex god is at the bottom?
Dude, I'm always at the bottom, bro.
Whoa, okay. Well, I'm at top, so hit me up.
And then,
I
who
do.
are you again?
Okay.
On the top right?
He's Evan.
Oh.
Is that your boy?
No, it's Evan.
Everyone's at the top,
Okay.
That was awful.
There he is. There he is. That's the man.
Okay, so there's something very important that I need to bring up. There's very
What?
important thing. Okay, so with Popeyes, right? Popeyes has many irregularities. What's the word?
What?
Irregularity?
Yeah, that word. Okay, so I feel like everyone has experienced this. So, normally when you order food, it's like, it comes with sides, right? It comes with sides, and then you usually say your sides. So, like, I want a chicken strip meal with fries and a biscuit, right? That's how you would order it, right? But if you don't know, Popeyes, with every meal or combo, it comes with a biscuit already.
Yeah.
But especially at my Popeyes, my local Popeyes, if you go, see, they make you say one side because you get to pick one side, but it always comes with a biscuit. So sometimes I slip up and I say, I'll have fries and a biscuit, and that word, and a biscuit, will get you an extra biscuit, and they will charge you for it no matter what, even though the context is like, I'm just naming my sides.
But did you get an extra side, though?
Yes, they will charge you for it, even though it's in context, you're just saying the sides that you want, in
Is
total.
it the same Popeyes each time?
So it's like a gotcha moment. I feel like it's Popeyes worldwide.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
I don't know what Popeyes you go to, but when I ordered their chicken sandwich for the first time, they didn't give me a biscuit. I don't know if it's like
The chicken sandwich does not come with a biscuit.
Come with a
you
biscuit? Okay.
either you
But
you either get an extra one and they charge you.
It does come with a shitload of mayonnaise. In fact, so that when I bit into it for the first time, I thought somebody had busted a nut into my mouth. It was disgusting. I tasted nothing but egg. There's nothing but mayonnaise. So I never wanted to eat.
Yeah,
But I did.
I feel what you mean, but it's also one of those things. It's like, after a while, like when you go to Popeyes, you have to know that's what you're getting yourself into. Like when you go to Cane's and you forget to exchange your coleslaw for literally anything else.
That just means
then-
you're doing it wrong.
And then you get the basket, and then you're sitting there, and now you got a cup of coleslaw that you really don't want, but it's there.
No, what's worse is when you're staring at that cup of coleslaw and you're just like, that could have been a piece of toast or
Extra
some
sauce.
extra
Yeah.
sauce or
Does
something.
anybody actually eat coleslaw though? It's like
I want to talk about coleslaw for a moment here because I love coleslaw,
I think some of that Popeyes sandwich is in my microphone.
but from Popeyes, whenever I order the coleslaw, it's either drowning itself or it's just dry, and there's no in between. It's either I'm drinking the sauce, that's the coleslaw, or it's just like I'm eating grass out of my backyard. And
Wait, why are you ordering coleslaw from Popeye? We were talking about coleslaw from Cane's that is forced upon you. You actually do you normally eat coleslaw? Do you eat coleslaw
I have coleslaw in my refrigerator. I'm not even joking.
No, see, then you're just doing it wrong.
How am I doing? What?
Are you telling me you go to Cane's and you don't trade it for something else?
This is the Rodular, and drama needs to happen.
What is coleslaw to begin with? How do you make coleslaw?
That's literally what I just asked.
Yeah, it's essentially just like lettuce with mayonnaise. If you're
Yeah.
But
feeling,
who's that?
It's stupid.
That would be good.
if you're feeling fruity, throw in some no pun intended. You throw in some mandarin oranges. called Asian.
I've never had mandarin oranges in my coleslaw.
I've seen it. I don't eat coleslaw because mayonnaise is.
On the topic of mayonnaise, is ranch made out of mayonnaise?
No.
No.
Mayonnaise
is an egg product.
Yeah.
And what is ranch?
Ranch
I
is
don't know.
spicy mayonnaise.
Shut up.
That's no joke. It's actually spicy mayonnaise.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all white, to be clear.
True. Oh, there's no eggs in ranch. It's like buttermilk, salt, garlic, onion, mustard, herbs, and spices mixed into a sauce.
Yeah,
Based on it's based on mayonnaise. But no, it says it's based on mayonnaise. So
Based?
Evan's not
mayonnaise.
entirely wrong.
So
Based?
that's what they mean when they say based. It means based on mayonnaise.
I
Based,
have
based, based, based.
okay,
In that case,
main-
why not just put mayonnaise on your salad?
But it says main ingredients is
That's what
mayonnaise,
coleslaw is.
sour cream. What?
I'm getting hungry.
Okay, so it says that ranch dressing is an American salad dressing, dressing usually made from buttermilk, salt, garlic, onions, mustard, herbs, chives, parsley, and dill, and spices commonly going to be pepper, paprika, ground mustard seed. Mixed with
Okay.
mayonnaise or another oil emulsion.
Why don't you just use mustard?
What?
Tuck and troll.
What?
It's rock and roll.
It's right. Okay. More importantly, how do you feel about like cane sauce?
I love
like
the
it.
shit.
I
My
love
sister
it.
hates it. Like, God.
Though
I
really,
enjoy
I don't
it.
eat it with anything other than Cane's tenders.
Yeah.
Like, usually, I can eat Chick-fil-A sauce with other things, but not cane sauce. Like I only eat cane sauce with Cane's
Yep.
tenders.
Cane's is like tailored towards their chicken tenders, I think. It's like
I enjoy the cane sauce, but personally, I think it's overrated. Like
Agreed.
people treat it like it's the second coming of Jesus in sauce form, but
Agreed.
it's like I just get like a little bit on like the or like a not a little bit like a tasteful amount on the end of either like my fries or my tenders. I just to add the taste. I don't want to, you know.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but there is actually like a trick you can do. My brother told me about this. So, like the toast at Cane's is really good, but
Yes.
you can ask for butter on both sides, and it makes it even better.
You know, I've heard that before, yet
Like-
I never remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Once you try it, you'll always remember. I promise.
Okay, now that we're talking about it, I'm stepping
we're
back a
talking.
little bit, but from whenever Chud was talking about his like mayonnaise cum sandwich, I at Cane's ordered one of the sandwiches, and you know they put
Mistake.
they
Yeah,
put cane sauce inside of it, and that was so soggy. It was more liquid than solid.
That sounds nasty.
There
I
are
drink my sandwiches.
there are like almost two different things. They're like two different things you could choose at Cane's. You can choose like the tender combos or the sandwich. Like you had two choices and you chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
You had two.
Do
well,
you guys
okay.
dip your fries in the sauce?
Yeah.
I
actually-
don't. Yes, but I don't drench them. Like I
Do you,
just put a
do you
little
guys
bit on.
know the story behind Cane's opening?
Yes, I do.
Didn't like a dog open it?
Well, you
The
said
fuck
it
no.
before, but
So
my old bass instructor used to work at the original Cane's.
I will say
Base?
that first of all, opened student from LSU opened the first one.
Hoorah.
Hashtag LSU.
Libtard
proud.
State University.
Okay, listen, you go to A&M. Okay, I don't want to hear
Actually,
shit from you.
yeah,
Whoa!
Cornell
Whoa.
Christie.
Doxed.
wait, Eric,
Doxed.
Yeah.
I would
Doxed.
argue that the LSU population is pretty far
No,
from.
no. I was just doing it because it had an L in it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing in Louisiana is anywhere close to liberal.
Yeah,
So-
Aiden got scared by the word libtard.
So basically, well, I am the better conservative. So, but basically, it's kind of an entire troll in itself. So it was a student at LSU that was a business major, and he was tasked with literally just creating a business.
Wait, a
that
business
was, like,
major started a business? Holy shit.
No, but you
Wow.
understand how
Whoa.
it works though. So he basically his professor tasked the class with making their own business. So he created a restaurant called Raisin Cane's after his dog, named Cane. And he basically failed the assignment pretty much, from what I understand, because his professor told him that it's impossible to make a business with like a restaurant with only one item on the menu. So to spite his teacher and make fun of him. He opened Cane's, and now it's successful. And his professor
He should have just told his teacher to mind his own business.
You're all business.
Oh,
So
I get it.
when you think about it, Cane's is kind of just an troll in itself, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's a very good troll. It's a troll.
It
that we
is.
have-
It's a very great
It's a troll that we have reaped the rewards of.
Well,
many
then
times.
I suppose we haven't really been trolled then.
No, it's just a troll.
We were not.
specific-
We were not the ones that were trolled. No, we were not.
Yeah,
The ones
the
that were trolled.
professor was the one that was trolled. We just got to reap the rewards of it.
Okay.
On the topic of fast food, I don't remember precisely where it was. It might have been a Chili's or a Popeyes or something. I found beans in the parking lot. Just
That was the Popeyes.
Oh yeah, that
Like
was
Popeyes?
Popeyes.
Wait, yeah, Chili's isn't a fast food restaurant.
Chili's isn't
Speaking of
fast food?
Chili's, how do y'all
Chili's
feel
is
about
Chili's is a sit-down restaurant with fast food quality.
Worst
I
of both
agree with that
worlds.
one. Chili's.
Dude, their ribs and broccoli though, like
I don't
I
know.
kind of like
I
Chili's.
don't think the
their
ribs
burgers are
come from a
pretty good.
cow. I think they come from something else.
For me personally, Chili's falls in that category of like if I end up going there, I'll find something I like and I will I feel all right about my meal, like pretty good. But it's
Yeah.
like it falls in that weird in between where it's like if I want fast food, I go get fast food. I don't sit down. But if I get sit down food, I'm not gonna spend my outing at a sit down restaurant at Chili's. You know, I'd pick somewhere that I'd like more.
Like Outback Steakhouse.
yeah, that is true.
Now,
Outback, whew,
Chili's has one niche, and it's that you can't find fast food
We are not
sliders.
sponsored.
You can find good sliders. You can't find fast food sliders.
Oh, you know,
Actually,
Except at Chili's. And
oh,
you
yes,
have
you
to sit
can.
down.
Yes, you can.
Have
Yes, you
ever
can.
been to
To where?
White Castle?
White
Okay,
Castle?
they're not really here, but
Yeah, we
Yeah,
no,
have-
White Castle doesn't.
James Coney
Yeah, it's not
Island.
here.
James Coney Island. They sell great sliders.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't.
And that,
really have a
that
niche.
place has like a drive-through. It's like an actual. They're fairly like fast food wise. They're pretty pricey, but they sell great sliders.
no, yeah.
I do have one niche for Chili's. Other than that, is we would always go. My grandparents live in Galveston, so we always wanted. We
so
didn't
sorry.
order like fast food because we wanted to like sit down somewhere and eat, but we still needed something fast. So that is kind of something that Chili's is good for.
I mean, I guess.
When you're like,
Well-
I want that fast food like quickness, but I don't necessarily want to like. I want somewhere where I can actually like, sit.
Going back to the Popeyes analogy, though, you never know if it's going to be quick or not at Chili's. It's
Yeah.
like they either get to you really quick or they take longer than an actual sit down.
Yeah, no, Popeye. No. Popeye is like sometimes it takes forever.
Yeah. Oh, did I ever tell you when I was in college? I went to this fucking I went to this Popeyes. I went to it like right before closing because I really wanted to try their chicken sandwich again. Because after the cum shot sandwich, I was like, I don't think that was a fair assessment. So I wanted to try it again. But I went out at like 10 because I think they closed at 10:30 or 11. I'm not sure. But I went out it was like between 9:30 and 10 to try to go get it. So I pull up to the first one and I stop and I ask, "Hey, you got the sandwiches?" And they're like, "No, our fillets are frozen. They're only going to thaw out tomorrow." And number one, that killed my appetite immediately. That just sounded like, what the fuck
Yeah.
are you doing to your fillets? So I was like, okay, what else do you have? And they were like, we've got like a large mac and cheese. And I was like,
Chicken.
Oh,
okay,
no.
okay, sure. I'll take the one last tub of large mac and cheese that you have. And that's what I bought because I was like,
Did you
mac
actually
and
eat
cheese,
it though?
mac and cheese is pretty good. I'm getting there. But no, I didn't. Because I opened it and it was mac. There's no cheese. It was like one it was like a Kraft single melted on the top of the thing. And I like looked below it on the like bare ass noodles and there was no cheese like below that thing. And I ate it. It was soggy as hell. Like it was like humid. It was really nasty. So never go to Popeyes. Never go to Popeyes late at night.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree that if Popeyes had the same consistency in their speed and food quality as like Cane's and Chick-fil-A do, they would be significantly better.
Yeah, because we went to also in college, my friend and I went to Chick-fil-A literally 2 minutes before they closed, and we got great sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
I even went. There was a time where I went to Chick-fil-A. You know, they finished serving breakfast at 10:30. So I went to the one in my college's student union, right? And I went in, and I noticed it was like 11 o'clock. It was like half an hour after breakfast. I was like, yo, I know you guys stopped serving breakfast at 10:30, but do you have anything? And my boy hit me up with a 10 tray of fucking chicken minis, and I was
What?
like, bro,
Oh
my
my
guy,
God.
like I
Although,
was
now that I
like
think
my
about
guy.
He's probably a college student, like at LSU working there. He knows how to
He,
hook a
honestly,
brother
he
up.
looked
The
like
one
a
in my
grad
student union didn't even sell breakfast.
I don't think Evan does ours?
So breakfast?
Yeah, I never go there in the morning.
No,
Or
I
go-
don't think so.
I mean, their menu is limited, but they do serve
Yeah.
breakfast. which
Nope,
is-
ours
is
only
pretty-
serves sandwiches, nuggets, and fries. They also have lemonade though. which
Ours
is
has a little bit. No, ours is like. I'm not convinced it's like a. It looks like a full menu, but I feel like we're missing something.
Chick-fil-A doesn't have that much of a menu to begin with though.
No, it doesn't. It's just different variations of chicken. I guess the only
And
difference.
salads.
Yeah, the difference is really only just like, do you want your like this your regular sandwich, you got your spicy sandwich, and then you've got your grilled variants. That's pretty much all they got. But
Yeah, they have sandwiches and tenders and
You-
sandwiches.
oh,
and then
Sandwiches,
they have
tenders,
like
and nuggets.
who
and
eats
then they have-
tenders?
oh yeah, they have mac and cheese. They have mac and
tenders
cheese.
are
I never
Yeah,
said anyone
They're-
ate that. I'm just saying they have it.
I feel like nuggets is a superior choice there.
Well, no, sometimes whenever I don't want fries and I want like the extra meat, I ask sandwich, tenders.
Oh no!
No
if
fries,
I'm feeling
no
if
drink.
I'm feeling no fries with extra meat, I would say fuck Chick-fil-A. I just go to Whataburger and get the 3-patty sandwich.
Whataburger
no
is
fries.
inconsistent.
Whataburger for me, I don't know. I don't really like their burgers, but I love their breakfast. I love their
Oh
breakfast.
no! I've already told y'all, if I want the best breakfast I can find, I go to Sonic.
No, the holy trifecta
Also,
for me. The
The
holy
11
trifecta.
to 11. That strategy, amazing for breakfast.
The holy
'cause I am a night
trifecta
owl.
of chicken sandwiches, in my opinion, is you have the classy Chick-fil-A. Whenever it works, the Popeyes chicken sandwich is excellent.
Excellent.
And then if you're in the area, going to Whataburger, asking for their like chicken sandwich with honey barbecue on it is the most excellent experience you can have. During an afternoon.
Are you talking about like their actual like chicken sandwich with honey barbecue on it, or are you talking about like the like one with the toast and then the chicken strips and then the
Dude,
barbecue
that
on
one,
top of
I
that?
was about to say, dude, that one is really freaking good. I got that before.
That one, the chicken strips one. My
It's like
apologies.
the chicken
Gotcha.
strips with the honey barbecue, and it has like mozzarella cheese on it. I think it has
Oh my
different
god,
kind of
yes,
cheese.
yes.
Yeah.
It
See,
was
that exactly.
so good.
my one
Oh my
problem
God.
with that, because I love honey barbecue, I love chicken, but I just don't think cheese fits into that. Like I don't know. I just
Well, that's
when
why
I
it was.
had
That's
think,
why it
like,
was
you would think-
mozzarella.
You would think that it
no,
does
I
not
had
work.
it once, and I wasn't a fan of the
The
chicken.
thing that I hated most about I did like the mozzarella cheese. The thing I hated most about it was the fact that they used chicken tenders instead of a patty. So you try to like
that
pick it up,
irritates me.
you pick it up, and the whole thing just like falls apart because
Yeah,
the
so I
patty
think
is
what
inside.
I would do is I would ask for just their like regular What a Chicken sandwich and just ask for honey barbecue sauce on that, and I would see
Yeah.
how that goes.
Because I liked the mozzarella cheese, but you could probably ask for the
Yeah.
regular
I mean,
sandwich with honey barbecue and mozzarella cheese if you really wanted that. But
Yeah,
it was the chicken strip sandwich. Is just it's really complicated. It's the same thing with Cane's. Cane's.
Yeah, I
if
just-
you even get the sandwich at Cane's.
yeah. Like chicken strip sandwiches are not the same as chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, they don't hold together.
I prefer chicken sandwiches. Honestly, my
think
favorite
that's-
chicken sandwich for the price and everything is the spicy McChicken. It's $1. You go in, you grab it. They come on it. They put a little bit of lettuce. You just shove it in
What?
your mouth. You're done. That's it.
I mean,
That's what is the opposite? What is the opposite of a euphemism? Because that cum thing is like the opposite of a euphemism for mayonnaise.
I don't even know.
A turn off?
A
A
half.
turn off?
No. Like euphemism is like you make a bad thing sound better, but what about making a good thing sound worse?
A white lie.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up what the opposite of a
The
euphemism is.
antonym of a euphemism.
Yeah. Okay, so over the past 2 or 3 years since we've been able to drive, we've been
Dysphemism. Okay.
okay.
Or so the two options are dysphemism and calling a spade a spade.
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
calling a spade is just like calling something exactly how it is, whereas the other one I think is like
It is what it is. Okay. So what I was going to say is since we've been able to drive over the past 2 or 3 years, we've gone a lot of places. We've gone a lot of different, or like to eat. What are y'all's like best and worst places we've gone to eat?
Cece's Pizza.
oh my
That's the
No,
worst.
god, you have
no,
the
no,
lowest standards
you
ever.
can't-
Jesus
no,
Christ.
you can't say that.
Now,
CC's
for
is
those that
amazing.
don't
What did he
know,
say?
That place here.
Evan
No,
loves
no.
Wait,
Cece's.
CC's is
Cece's-
amazing.
Wait, J Scott, did you say Cece's was your best or worst?
Worst.
Some pizza.
Cece's Pizza is not cheese.
Some
Yeah, thankfully I was not there when y'all went to CC's.
Pizza.
You know, there is very
My least favorite has probably been probably like Rainforest Cafe.
Rainforest Cafe was bad.
Are you
Yeah, no,
saying
it was
so?
bad.
When you say that we've ever been to, do you mean that all of us have gone to like as a group, or just
Well,
us in
I'm
general?
not saying,
overall.
well, no, I'm not gonna say that like all because I don't think everyone with us when we went to.
Yeah, not every we're
Not everyone here right now. But I'm just
we've
saying,
all
like,
been in the same place like maybe twice.
Because because the place that I would say is a place that I don't know if any of y'all went, and honestly, the only reason it was the worst place I've ever been to was because of the timing that I went. It was
What was it?
IHOP right after our like the graduation.
You
for all
can
the
just stop
freshmen.
at IHOP. It's okay.
No, but specifically after our graduation, it was terrible.
Oh,
There was first of all there were 3 people in the building. There were 2 people in the kitchen, and there was 1 person like waiting every single
Why
table.
did you
in
go
the
to
restaurant.
IHOP?
Jeffrey wouldn't have
Because
that problem.
we originally went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and then they didn't serve us. So then we went
Oh,
to somewhere else. I can't remember where we went, but and then
we don't serve
they were
your kind here.
They were apparently closed, and then we went to IHOP, and the service was just terrible. There was 1 person seating every single table in the restaurant, and then there were 2 people in the kitchen.
yeah.
And then we were just like, how
the
does
fuck?
this even make sense? We basically
terrible.
got our drinks and then waited for like 30 minutes, and then we just left a $10 bill on the table and left.
wow.
Honestly, though, I think IHOP's better than Denny's. Like as someone who's eaten at both, I think
Yes.
IHOP's better.
Yes,
I
that's not a
think
question.
in
but that's
terms
a
of like
very,
actual food,
very
I think
low bar
IHOP
to clear.
I think in terms of food, IHOP is definitely better than Denny's. But like that night, I would have preferred to just go to Denny's. Honestly,
I think there's one thing I've had on Denny's menu that didn't like disgust me, and it was their French fries.
Yeah.
Yep.
Evan got the steak and asked for mustard. I remember
You
that.
have to get the
What?
spicy.
Why
French
would you
fries
ask
this
for a
season.
steak
Yeah.
from Denny's?
I was like, dude, I have to try it. It wasn't that bad.
And then he asked for. It wasn't that bad. You asked for mustard for a steak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you can put mustard on the steak.
That's like an insult to the chef. Granted, he probably deserves to be insulted, but still, like
I would
mean-
argue. I'd argue that slapping steak sauce on it is more of an insult than mustard.
I mean, it is, but it's
Really?
Denny's. You think they're gonna have steak sauce at Denny's?
Because it's like I feel like mustard is more of like a personal preference, like the taste of mustard. Steak sauce
Yeah.
is like essentially saying from my point of view, it's like saying, or especially throwing it on there before you try it. It's essentially saying that you did not season the steak properly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those two, I like to
makes
taste
sense.
better with mustard. I mean, that's the way I see it. But no, but Aiden,
Yeah.
I feel like your IHOP experience was like a one-off thing.
No, yeah, it definitely was.
Because were there a lot of people from our school there?
No, it was like probably there were until everyone left when they realized that the service was terrible because one person can't run a whole restaurant by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't even think none of them were the manager either. The manager was not there.
Dang it! I wish Hernan was.
sounds like an
not muted.
episode of Kitchen
Uh,
Nightmare.
I'm
What are you
sorry.
talking
I think the best place that one of my favorite places that we've been had to have been Red Robin.
I actually enjoyed Red Robin. Yeah,
That black
Red
Decker-
Robin is
The
just
Black
a
and
Black
Decker
and
burger
Decker?
they
yeah,
have
that
at
was
Red
that was
Robin.
honestly something.
especially with their bottomless French fries, bro. Red Robin's is just a good time.
You can thank Jeffrey for that.
No,
He
no,
was the
Red
one
Robin
that-
is not
I
always
did.
a good time. 'Cause
Yeah, you're
did
the
I ever
one
tell-
that suggested it.
Oh.
I mean, because when we went there,
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually genuinely enjoyed the food. But when we first went there, when they first opened, put my family off of it for the entire time for like years. We went there, and I don't know, like the food was mediocre. That's not what I remembered. What I remembered was I asked for hot chocolate. I don't know why. I was like 12 years old. But they just gave me a cup of hot water and a packet of like Swiss Miss and said, "Make it yourself."
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that definitely, honestly, that sounds like something like an underpaid waiter would do.
Yeah, I just
Just a cup
Give
of
a-
hot water and some
Yeah,
make it
give a
yourself.
12-year-old kid the ingredients for hot chocolate and say, make it yourself. It wasn't even good though, because usually I make hot chocolate with milk instead of water.
Yes, I hate hot
That's the
chocolate with
right way to
water.
make it. I hate making it. I tried making. Okay, so I have like smoothies like that I make. There's like these packets basically. You're supposed to add like apple juice to them or like orange juice, and I didn't have juice, so I added water, and it tasted like
Juice?
absolute garbage. It tasted like shit.
Well, in all
Like
fairness,
adding
I mean,
water to
I mean-
anything just makes it horrible.
well, not necessarily. But
It said
I mean,
add
yeah,
juice
but you
or water.
like. But the thing is, right, is like you went against the instructions.
Well, no, it said
It said
add,
or
it said
water?
add juice or water. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the same thing.
I always made it with juice in the past because it was like, oh, I have, orange juice, and it's
Why not?
supposed to
Yeah.
be like an orange dreamsicle. It was like orange and vanilla yogurt, basically.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, no, that's
I added water, and it tasted like absolute
Yeah.
garbage. It's so bad.
Yeah. Speaking of making things, lately over the past couple months, I've been vibing on Country Time lemonade.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah.
Wait, no.
My mom buys the big containers of like the mix, and then I make it myself.
Okay, there's a problem right now. There is a huge problem. They are out of Minute Maid lemonade everywhere.
and well,
They're not
okay,
stocking their stores. They're not
Minute
stocking the
Maid-
stores with Minute Maid
Minute Maid-
lemonade.
Evan, why would you want Minute Maid lemonade when you can have a High Seas Poppin' Pink lemonade?
You can't. They don't sell it in stores.
Well, see, there's the issue. Minute Maid is not the problem. The problem is High C not selling their drinks in stores. That's the problem.
Yeah, but at least Minute Maid
took your
sells them in
advice.
stores, but they just
I
don't
think
stock
you're
them.
completely missing his point.
No, but here's the thing: is that if you drank something other than just Minute Maid, it wouldn't be a problem. You're blaming Minute Maid when yes, okay, it sucks that Minute Maid is taking their stuff out of stores. But if you would just drink something other than Minute Maid lemonade, it
Don't
Okay,
you
what,
drink
what else would
water?
I drink? What
Don't
else
you
would I
drink your
drink?
breakfast?
I don't know.
I thought you
fucking
drank your
soda?
breakfast like through a tube.
Yeah, I do have protein shakes in the morning.
What's wrong with protein?
Why do you
shakes?
word it like that, Hernan? Drinking your breakfast.
I mean, that's essentially what you're
That's
doing.
what he
You're
does.
drinking protein
It's
shakes.
like the guy from Wall-E.
I'm not saying
shakes
it's
are
wrong, but it just seems too surreal.
What do you got
Like an
against
instant
protein?
breakfast?
I don't know what he does. He drinks it through a tube, though.
It's a protein shake. Like you put milk and
Not-
protein
not
powder.
Milk and cookies.
You put
I
milk and
don't think
protein
that's a
powder
protein shake.
into like a shaker bottle. You shake it up, and then you drink it.
Are your molars in good shape?
That's
Yes.
It's protein powder and water and milk.
Well, yes, but he's giving up one of his 3 daily exercise activities for his molars.
If anyone knows any
We
good
could
Sims
do a
4
joke
custom
and call it-
content, leave it in the comments.
Shut up.
Jeffrey said?
Shut up.
There
Tell me
has
about
been an
Sims 4.
explosion in nude mods recently.
And what?
Nude mods, or like nude mod Patreon supporters.
iPhone versus Android?
It's not just that. Ever
Why did we have to
since
bring
Steam,
that one up? That's not even a
ever
mod.
since Steam brought Sims 4 and like all the EA games over, I'm willing to bet that the people on those Patreons making those nudity mods for Sims and other EA titles have seen a rise in income.
Well, Jeffrey
Yes,
has the
because The Sims has seen a rise in income.
Jeffrey has like the
The
cracked
Sims-
Patreon where you can get all of the
Yeah.
Sims 4 sex mods for free.
Anything on Patreon. But do not tell the government I said that.
He has evidence that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
I do, and it's through
Oh,
people's
and now
Patreons.
Paul gets killed.
Okay, wait. I just had
Jeffrey, it's been nice
revelation.
knowing you.
Yeah. Okay, so why is it that whenever you get like as I previously mentioned, like lemonade mix or any sort of like Drake mix where you have to insert like powder into water and mix it up, why is it that the amount it tells you to on the container, like the amount of powder it tells you to put in, is never enough?
It's a
Because-
suggestion.
It always
Because
tastes
they want
so
because
watery.
okay, have you ever looked at the new? Did those things have nutrition facts, right?
Well, yeah.
If
trying
you
to get
if you actually put enough in to where it would be considered enough to like by taste standards, their calorie count would be so high they probably wouldn't want you to look at it.
I didn't think about it that way. You smart.
Like they make
I
this,
added
Revelation.
so that the calories look
I,
lower.
let it
Yeah.
be known. Let it be known. I learned that from church.
praise the Lord.
What is
You
the
have a
difference between a broth and a soup?
A brothel and
No,
broth.
a broth. A broth.
Brothel
Okay.
and soup.
I got it the second time.
Uh,
When I said it, I was
You know,
gonna be
like-
like,
like-
I mean, it's
like
what
a
you put
broth?
in, right?
so like a chicken broth is like the juice that comes out after you're done
But isn't that soup?
preparing. No, it's
Okay,
broth.
No, soup is okay. A broth is a specific like liquid from
Broth is a
what you're
specific
making.
liquid from one product. A soup is like a dish made using liquids. You know, other.
So what would happen if I put a broth into a soup?
Then you would
The
make a
broth-
soup with that broth.
The broth would become an ingredient of the soup.
mhm.
So broth is an ingredient?
Yes.
If you put it with a if you made it into a soup.
Asking the difference between an egg and an omelet. Not really. But
Okay, according to
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
crush
looking
No, I
at-
mean, that's actually a good one.
so I'm looking at like I googled what the difference was but it appears that like one of the bigger differences is that broth is like the liquid in which food has been boiled. Like that constitutes broth.
yeah,
Speaking of,
I
food
worded it
ingre-
like you would like squeeze the chicken and out came the juices. And
I mean,
take
it's
that,
like,
you dirty little chicken.
I mean, you're not like too far off with that one.
That is what
So-
seasoning is. Go ahead.
No,
Okay,
it's-
so
no,
on the
it's
topic
that-
of like cooking different things, do you guys ever like cook something and like put in like a weird ingredient that like it doesn't make sense, but at the same time you're curious about it just to see how it'll taste?
well-
Like, remember, I think I was over at Eric's house and it was me, Eric, and Hernan, and I was cooking up bacon and I dipped it in applesauce,
I do remember that. But
and
also,
it actually tasted good.
Well, I've heard of apple glazed bacon before.
That's
I
what
like
cook-
pizza and ranch.
my cooking prowess
Oh no,
extends
no.
pressing buttons on a microwave or oven.
Okay, so that makes sense because I know you. But my thing is that I was thinking, like, you know how like different places, like, I guess it makes more sense in this context, but like the Dr. Pepper shake and just like random stuff like the pickle fucking
Dude,
slushy from
The doctor.
Oh, I remember. There was a restaurant we went to that tried something very interesting. What was it? What was that? Checkers. They put ranch on hamburgers.
Oh yeah.
I've done that.
Oh,
I did that at
you
school.
have?
You remember at when we were in high school and they had like the burgers and then they had the ranch like packet things. I would
You
always
had to add something to make
I
it
would-
taste better.
always get the cheeseburger and then I would just dip it in ranch. And it was actually really good.
No.
Masking the taste of the burger.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
The
guess
burger
if
was
you
super
really like
bland.
the taste of ranch,
the
but
burger was
The
I
burgers
don't
did
know.
not have a
I don't know.
taste.
Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay on like a regular cheeseburger. But I thought I was getting a barbecue burger. Like I thought it was gonna have barbecue sauce on it. And I was really looking forward to that. And I
And they
bite
just
into
come
it,
in with
and
fucking
it's all
ranch.
ranch. Like I don't get the sweet tang from the barbecue sauce. I get the ranch flavor.
From the ranch.
That- But I think it's just how they
Honestly, what I concluded
I probably reacted stronger than I should have, but
what I
Ugh, it was
concluded
disgusting.
from what I concluded from ordering two different entrees at Checkers is that if you did not go with the popcorn chicken, you're going at it all wrong.
yep.
I got the big
popcorn
Buford
chicken is
every
amazing.
time.
I did.
I mean,
Fun fact,
if you like their burgers, then okay. But
fun fact about that. One time when we were staying with our grandparents, and my parents decided, to go get some Rallies, which is like the sister to Checkers. It's essentially
Yeah.
the same thing.
It's like
Like this
Carl's
one.
Jr. and Hardee's.
Hardee's.
Yeah, same thing. So because when my parents were younger, that was like the thing, So like pretty much everyone gets the standard burger, and my dad got the Big Buford because he's a
Big boy.
For
big
you.
boy, and not anymore. But anywho, so we get it. The standard size burger was like roughly fist sized, and the Big Buford was roughly the size that a normal hamburger should be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to go for
Huh.
popcorn chicken. Yeah, the Big Buford, like you would think with a name like Big Buford, you thought you were getting some serious schmeat. There was no schmeat to be found.
Speaking
Huh.
of Rallies, everybody raves about their fries, but I think that they're just they're just okay. Like,
Can I be honest?
they're not
No,
great.
you were slandering their fries.
I think they're good. Don't get me wrong. If you get me like the giant cup of fries that they offer, I'll eat the whole thing. But there's better fries out there.
I don't think so.
I've got to try their fries then.
They're equivalent to like they're roughly like Popeye's fries.
Okay,
They're actually
let me-
good.
if they're fresh, yes, 100%. They're hands down one of the best fries out there. Probably the best fries out there. If they're
But then
fresh.
we're not.
If
But
they're not super fresh, like they're not just coming out of the fryer.
I don't know. For me, I don't know. For me, it's like if the fry is like seasoned or has an appropriate amount of salt on it, it immediately jumps up in the tier list.
yeah,
That's why I like Popeyes so much. Like,
Popeyes is good.
When
Like
it comes to
seasoned.
when it comes to my personal tier list, I am a staunch devotee of crinkle cut fries. However,
I like
the one that overrides that is Popeyes. Popeyes seasoned fries are just too good
Popeyes
to not
fries
objectively
are
see
the
as
Okay.
a
best.
good
I'm
fry.
I'm going to say blasphemy here, but I am not a fan of Chick-fil-A's waffle fries. I don't like them.
That's
I
not
don't like
necessarily.
Honestly-
honestly,
Honestly,
use
I
Chick-fil-A sauce to mask the taste of.
I used to like them, but now I don't anymore.
My problem is that every time I get them, like
I order them extra
it's
crispy
too much
'cause that's
potato,
actually-
not enough salt. Like there's too much potato. It's like I'm eating potato slices, which no.
You
not
know,
my thing.
you know what's the exact opposite of that though? In my opinion, is Whataburger fries.
Yeah, that it's just
Like
too
there's
much
not
oil.
there's not
Just
enough
oil.
there's not enough potato in each fry.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's
get
just
it. You
about
can
it.
literally like bend it in half. It's like you shouldn't be able to just bend a fry straight.
Like there's a good portion of Whataburger fries that are edible, but then there's like a bunch of them that are just like it's literally just oil.
No, it's
breakers.
literally just terrible.
Like you just
Yeah.
like crunch on them. I find I don't know if you guys have had these places before, but Freddy's does the thin
Oh my
fry
God.
really well.
Freddy's.
Oh,
fucking
Freddy's,
burgers
yeah,
and
Freddy's
fries.
is really good.
Dude,
They
you
do
heard
the thin
the
fry.
Freddy's
best.
fry sauce is
Actually,
also amazing.
You know,
Yes.
I'd say Freddy's is
Yes.
really good. I don't know how I feel about their burgers.
Oh, I don't go. I don't. If I'm going to Freddy's, I'm not going for their burgers.
They're too flaky, in my opinion.
I don't mind them. I think they're quite good burgers for fast food standards, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll eat it, but it's like I think they're a little too flaky. Which the weird thing is that that's not normally something you say
about
about
burgers.
a burger. Yeah. But going back to Hernan's crinkle cut comment. What kind of fries y'all like? I'm not talking about specific restaurant. I'm talking about like styles.
crinkle cut.
Crinkle cut.
I prefer
No.
wedge.
I like the traditional. Just
But crinkle cut.
I just like the plain, regular, like McDonald's style fries.
Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I prefer tater tots over French. But if I
What?
had to get French fries, I would say
I can-
wedge fries.
I can respect the opinion, but I respectfully do not agree with that. But
Well, yeah, no.
But no, but
personally,
the,
it depends on what I'm
Tater
eating.
tots, like the barrel ones, too much potato. However, crispy rounds, like the thin ones,
yeah, no, like Chick-fil-A breakfast
yes.
tater tots. Those are really good.
Yup.
no, but like seasoned fries, like Popeyes seasoned fries,
Yeah.
are like the best.
Yeah,
I
I know.
like what are those fries that like you bake them, but like they're kind of seasoned, but not really.
Potato
They're straight-
chips.
They're straight fries.
Yeah, just like the normal ones.
They're
The ones
normal-
that, like are the ones that are salted.
No, not salted. Like has paprika and stuff on it.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Those are alright.
Because I don't like ketchup, and I don't eat my fries with ketchup. I don't eat
Yeah.
them with mustard or anything. I just eat them plain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
And-
it's really hard because I prefer hash browns. I think hash browns, almost any kind of hash browns are better. Like the McDonald's hash browns, I like that.
I'm not a
then
big
also-
hash brown guy.
Honestly, if I told you guys how I prefer to eat my French fries, you guys would disagree and probably hate me.
You
What,
probably
you
dip
blend
it
it up and
mayonnaise.
drink it.
Well, I mean,
You probably drink it.
Wait, who just said that? Who just said that? I think
Mayonnaise.
what Hernan said. I think Hernan said it.
Oh, you actually dip it with
Mayonnaise?
mayonnaise?
Dude, it's okay. It's surprisingly
Oh
good.
my god!
Surprisingly good, bro. I would go. So at the like actual cafeteria place at the college, the one right next to my dorm, has the mayonnaise dispenser. I would literally just go to the grill station, grab a burger and fries, throw like some cheese on my burger with some mustard, and to just get like an entire thing of just mayonnaise. I would just like squirt it onto my plate for the French fries.
I literally
I
said
mean-
do that. Like my neighbor in college was able to eat mayonnaise straight out of the jar, and he bought that like giant like gallon thing of mayonnaise, like the big tub. And he would
big
just,
tub.
You can't do that. It has to
he
be
would
good
like
mayonnaise.
stick his hand in there and just eat the mayonnaise.
Like
Oh
people
my
go like,
God.
oh bro, like Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is terrible. Miracle Whip is like fake mayonnaise. It's effing terrible.
Like
I thought
I
Miracle
like a
Whip was
squirt or two of
marshmallow.
mayonnaise on my fucking sandwich, but oh my
I'm
god.
not a big mayonnaise guy.
I absolutely love mayonnaise. I also love ranch. I put
I like
ranch on my
mayonnaise when I
pizza.
don't taste it, but like I like mayonnaise when it helps, like adds to the texture and adds a little bit of like background flavor, but not when I'm tasting the mayonnaise over the chicken or whatever I'm eating.
So that was the next thing I wanted to ask you. So I actually learned something interesting from across the water, if you will. Apparently,
The water.
I don't know if it's a thing in England. I know it's a thing in Ireland. So you know how people have the debate of like pineapple on pizza?
Mhm.
So apparently there's a thing in Ireland at the very least where apparently they put corn on pizza.
Well,
that
that's
seems
wrong.
rational. Doesn't seem bad.
Which, because I was like
I wouldn't do it.
Like
but-
obviously they don't do that here, but I was like, everyone always argues about pineapple on pizza, but like
Okay.
corn on pizza actually sounds interesting.
But okay, do you guys remember in like the school lunches where they would every time they would like serve pizza, they would give you corn?
Yeah, they served it with corn. It was
Yes.
so weird.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What?
Going back to, I think personally,
the-
I think that they were like, in my opinion, they were like two good pizzas that they had. The stuff in junior high, the good old Freschetta boxes that
Those were excellent.
The old
yes, the $3.50 for that thing. God, I miss them.
They were fucking expensive.
Yeah, but it was But then honestly, the only other like themed or like the only other day, like quote unquote day that I was like the days when they had the chicken like
Chicken fries?
fingers.
Not fried.
I guess like no, more like chicken fries. And then they had like the floppy pizza, if you know what I mean, like the really.
Oh,
like,
the really
Yeah.
No, I know what you're saying. That shit was
The
so good. You
super
would fold it up like a
flat-
taco.
The
You would fold it up
burrito
like a
pizza,
taco.
yes.
I would
That's
fold it like a
black.
taco and then dunk it in ranch because I'm like that.
Oh my
Fucking
god. Aiden. Wait, no,
It was
you
so
were not
good.
you
I
are
remember
not
that. That's
allowed
so
to
good,
dip
but you just,
pizza.
Spat on my memory.
Okay, no,
You were
guys-
not allowed to
guys wanna
dip
know,
pizza.
You guys want to know how weird my palate is? This is the thing. So we all know I'm colorblind, right? I feel like that half carried over to my taste buds. So
You have
I
a
can-
colorblind palate.
I can taste the difference between butter and margarine. Like I know when one is butter and one is margarine. I cannot taste the difference between Pepsi and Coke. I cannot taste the difference
Really?
between Dr.
What?
Pepper and Pibb, and I can't taste the difference between diet drinks and regular drinks.
Oh, that must mean I'm a superhuman compared to you. I can tell the difference between butter and margarine too. I just don't get to tell it up until about an hour and a half later when my bowels tell me.
Yeah, no, obviously that, but like to me, butter, like actual butter, tastes so much better than margarine. But I literally can't tell the difference between diet sodas and regular sodas, and then like Pepsi products versus Coke products. People will ask me like, "Do you prefer Pepsi or Coke?" And I would just tell them it tastes the same
What
because
about
it
orange
legitimately just does.
and I feel like it might be a sugar thing.
Maybe it is. I don't know, but like,
Well, because like for me, like I can very very easily tell between Pepsi and Coke because Pepsi's a lot sweeter.
maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is a sugar
I
thing.
just
but,
don't
like,
drink them.
Yeah, although like diet
That's
drinks,
what
not
Evan would
even- diet drinks, it just
Shut up.
I don't know.
I can't tell the difference between diet drinks and actual drinks.
Diet, no, for me, diet, it's like it tastes like I don't even know how to describe what it tastes like to me. It's like you know, like when a soda fountain is like running out of like the actual like soda flavoring, and it comes
Yeah.
out like almost clear,
Watery.
but there's like 5 streaks of the color.
Yeah.
So you're tasting mostly soda water with like a hint of the drink. That's almost like, kind of what it tastes like. What diet tastes like to me.
See, okay,
Oh.
but here's the thing about it though. Imagine if you could just because obviously like cutting sugar is not necessarily a terrible thing. Like it's obviously a good thing to do.
Yeah.
But imagine if you could just switch to diet drinks and then not have a difference of the taste. Like you still get the satisfaction of the drink, but it's diet instead
That
of
would
drink.
be Pog. That'd be
I have
It's
a
honestly
Pog.
great.
I hate
I-
you.
Like my favorite drink is it's Diet Dr Pepper because I can it just tastes like regular Dr Pepper.
I wish I could do that, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't.
I have a story about fountain drinks.
Oh.
Okay, so I think some of you may remember this, but so one day I went to go get food, right? I think it's on like a Saturday or something, and I got a fountain drink. So I got some Tropicana pink lemonade.
Oh yeah,
because
I know the feels. Yeah.
Yeah. So I put it in there, and the soda drinks at like the dining hall, they're notorious for like always just breaking down. Like,
mine's the
yeah,
same way.
it's a 50-50 chance whether or not they're gonna work or not.
Yep.
But today I put it in there and it was bright pink, like it was like a hot pink, and I was like, damn, this is gonna taste so good. I filled it all the way up to the top, and then of course the ice machine doesn't work. So I was like, okay, it's fine. It was still pretty cold though.
Wait,
Like, that's fine.
You put in the drink before the ice?
Yeah, I might put the ice before the drink. I don't know. But I filled it up to the top. There was no ice in it. Anyways, so I walk back to my room, and I take like a little sip of it. I'm like, wow, that tastes really good. And I take like a huge gulp of it, and then all of a sudden, there's this awful aftertaste, and I realized what had happened. There was no water in the fountain drinks, so it was literally just the syrup. It was just the syrup of lemon.
Oh god, that's so
For
bad.
the rest of the day, it tasted awful.
Syrup.
It was awful.
Terrible.
That what sucks about that too is that drinking just the syrup not only tastes bad, it will ruin your like taste palate.
No, yeah, literally for the
So
the rest of the week that week, I could not drink fountain drinks. I had to get bottled drinks. It was that scarring.
You know, speaking of which, should Crystal Pepsi ever make another comeback? Don't drink it. It was a thing in like the 80s, and then it came back a couple years ago. If my mom bought it, but like for us to try it. It's like Pepsi. It's supposed to taste like Pepsi, but it's clear.
Wasn't that the one with trace amounts of cocaine in it? I'm not thinking of another.
No, that's Coca-Cola, I think. But anywho, there is such an unreal amount of sugar in it. I finished like a half bottle. You know what I'm talking about, like the mini bottles?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've consumed that little amount of soda and have been like started like shaking from how much sugar was in it. It was
I've got a couple choice words for Mr. Scotty Boy over in the back. Profiteering off of us. So come on, speak up.
What am I doing? What?
I know that you're angry. Come on, tell us about it.
I'm angry?
Lay it on us.
I'm not
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah, you are.
I'm angry.
Why are you ringing the bell?
I don't know, man.
Are you touching it or are you punching it, huh? You're pummeling it, probably.
I'm touching it. Okay.
He's
he's
punching it as hard as he can with his little fucking femboy hands.
I have a thought. I have a thought. So, gosh, I don't know which one to say. This one's short. So I was looking through Sims 4 custom content like 5 minutes ago.
My God.
And I found a Billie Eilish sim for Evan.
Yes.
I found a fully custom Billie Eilish sim. So I'm going to make a game and I'm going to have Evan date Billie Eilish.
Speaking of Billie Eilish, so remember the 1800s, right? Which one of the presidents from that era is your favorite?
Speaking of Billie Eilish,
like anything from 1800 to 1899.
What is our favorite 1800s?
Okay, wait, hold on, wait. This is what I wanted.
I know who you're saying.
Hold on. This is what I was thinking, right? So, Eric, when at first I saw that we had contemplated talking about this, I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, which presidents were in the 1800s, right? Because it's 100 years. So I googled it. There are quite a bit, as you can imagine. But I noticed that that president number 2, Mr. John Adams, his term started in the 1700s and ended in the 1800s. So when you're saying
he doesn't count. He's a traitor. He's a generation traitor.
So you're saying that in order for a president to be considered an 1800s president, all the years with
their entire term has to have taken place from.
I would say it has to start in 18.
I'm the one that chooses, and it's their entire term has to be in between 1800 to 1899.
Right. So I looked through and I decided that I think my favorite from there was Rutherford B. Hayes. He was served from 1877 to 1881.
Mad respect. Do you have any reasons why that one's your favorite?
Well, first I thought he looked kind of cool. You know, he stood out. His picture stood out to me. So
I know you're the fallen mustache.
Oh yeah. So so naturally I'm like, since I decided purely on the picture, I decided to do some research. You know, in case you ask me this question. So it appears that he is a he was very important in the Reconstruction after the Civil War. He's very important there.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right. Well, my favorite gotta be Grover Cleveland. I mean,
I knew you were gonna say that.
I mean, he's a
Can you
big
not
guy.
like Grover Cleveland?
How can't you like him? He's a big guy. You know, people, they elected him for his first term. He served it with distinction. I don't know for the life of me what he did, but he did it. And then people were like, nah, enough of the Grovester. We're gonna elect somebody else. I have no idea who that was. But then they were like, nope, this guy sucks. We need Grover Cleveland back. Like, we need to bring him back. So he's the only president to have served 2 non-consecutive terms.
Sure did.
You know what? Like, how can you, like, the people saw him, and then they rejected him, but then they saw the error in their ways and asked for him back. Who else can you say that about? Don't say that about
I mean, personally, I'm more of a fan of President James Monroe.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, the Monroe Doctrine.
Yeah, I mean, it was still important.
Do you know what the Monroe Doctrine did?
To be honest, well, I mean, yes, but it was opposing. It was a policy of opposing European colonialism in America, but obviously that's what he's most known for. But he also was the last president of the Virginia dynasty, and his presidency coincided with the era of good feeling.
So you do know quite a bit about James Monroe. I don't know what either of those are.
He was born into a planter family in Westmoreland County, Virginia. Monroe served in the Continental Army during the Revolutionary War. Also, he studied law under Thomas Jefferson.
Ooh,
And he was a delegate in the Continental Congress.
Okay.
So fast forward 2 presidencies. My favorite is Andrew Jackson from 1829.
Andrew Jackson. I hate every single person who is native.
Yeah.
Natives are
he was also
restless.
the first president to pay off the entire national debt. He is the first president to kill someone in a duel, implying that there's more.
You don't know America.
He's also the first Democrat. So,
Ever. Democracy did not exist before Andrew Jackson.
There was no Democrats ever before Andrew Jackson as a president. He was elected as a Democrat to the presidency. He's the first one to be elected like that. He's also the first immigrant, not first immigrant. He's the first president born to immigrant parents. He was born in a log cabin. He was the first one born in a log cabin.
Like Aunt Jemima.
Was Aunt Jemima born in a log cabin?
I don't know. The syrup that comes with the pancakes has like a log cabin. So I assume so.
Sam Houston won a duel. Not to the death, but he won a duel.
Yeah, but
he was the president of the
But
US.
Andrew Jackson killed somebody in a duel.
He was the president of Texas, not the US.
He was strapped and ready, dude.
Okay, so apparently, I'm looking at a list of notable duels in the United States. So apparently, Abraham Lincoln almost got into a duel.
Actually,
Like they got to the point where they're about to engage in combat, and then
Okay, but do you guys seriously not know what the
Like,
most significant duel is?
What the what
Monroe
is?
was born in a wooded cabin. In a wood cabin.
Whoa.
Or
Whoa.
what was it?
No, the most important duel of all time is Hamilton versus
Versus Burr.
Burr.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yes, obviously.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, who's your favorite president?
I like Francis Scott Key. You know, the Star Spangled Banner is my favorite song.
He was not a president.
He was
Well,
not.
Favorite.
if he wasn't a president, then why is his song the national anthem? He's so
because
stupid.
he wrote it.
Set the precedent for national anthems, but
You know, your favorite president's probably Ulysses S. Grant.
Honestly, he's actually pretty dope.
James,
He looks like the epitome of
Say that in
corruption.
Georgia.
during
You
Reconstruction.
better not say that in Georgia.
No, he literally he killed all the racists. Well,
He was
well,
so
James
wrong.
Garfield.
he
Wait,
skipped a
did
few.
you attempted to end racism?
Killing a man isn't a good judge of character.
Okay,
Alright.
but they were racist.
Oh wait, never mind.
All right,
David.
Jason, who's your favorite 1800s
Jason.
president?
Are we
What?
counting
I
McKinley?
don't know
Jason.
any presidents in that era.
Oh my god, you're such a
I-
millennial.
Okay,
I don't know any of them.
honestly,
You don't?
Jason, roughly,
Have you ever heard of
honestly, Jason,
Abraham Lincoln?
hold on. Roughly, like half of the
No,
presidents
Abraham
that we've
Lincoln freed the
had
flag. That's not something
were in
he's
the
down with.
1800s. Roughly half of the
Jeffrey,
presidents we've had.
Jeffrey, look in the show notes.
Okay.
Well,
we
Dude, mad
we
respect to
counting-
William Henry Harrison for his dying.
are we counting
Thomas
McKinley?
Jefferson, because he is on the $2 bill.
Are we counting McKinley?
no.
Which one's McKinley?
no,
1897 to 1901.
No,
No.
Okay, doesn't count. Never mind.
Yeah,
He sucks.
dude, I was upset to find out that William Howard Taft was a few years short of
Yes,
a
I
dollar.
was
Yeah.
very
Yes.
upset.
Okay,
Find that out.
I would like
Wait,
to point
he
out
was?
two specific
Yeah,
ones, though.
1909.
No.
I would like to point out two specific ones, though. William Henry Harrison and James Garfield both only served 1 year.
Yeah, William Henry Harrison just got
Not
cold
even.
and died.
Well,
Not
yeah,
even-
no, I mean, yeah, he didn't serve anything.
Well, of course he only served 1 year. He's a stupid idiot cat.
Evan, I'm still in the process of downloading the Billie Eilish sim. It's taking a while.
Oh my
Harold,
god.
who's your favorite president from the 1800s?
You know, I have to go with the Garfield. James A. Garfield.
Why?
You have to go with Garfield.
Is there a difference between James Garfield and James A?
They're the same
I
person.
don't believe so.
Okay. Because evidently, I didn't know there was a difference between John Adams and John Quincy Adams.
Oh yeah, no, those are the only two that are like that. I think.
Personally, I wish you would have done in the 1900s, because then we could have talked about Gerald Ford.
We just
Harrison
also talk
Ford.
about Teddy R.
Okay, but anyways,
And William
Garfield.
Howard Taft.
Garfield. But before we jump topics, Garfield, he got shot like 6 months after inauguration. Now he can't screw stuff that bad up in that small span amount of time. But what he did do during that time is destroy any corruption in the United States post office.
Yes.
Specifically the
Hoorah!
post.
No, specifically the
Post
post
office
office.
corruption.
You know, honestly though, I would say that his 6 months in office were well done because looking through this list of presidents, I do not know. I knew who James Garfield was, but I had no clue who Millard Fillmore was.
Who's
You
that?
know, honestly, I might have to give it to Van Buren just because of his haircut.
He was president for 3 years, or no, 1850 to 1853, 4-ish. I don't know how this thing's countered. So let's look it up. Who's Millard Fillmore? He's number
Yeah,
13.
Was he assassinated?
No.
No,
No, he just didn't do anything.
Yeah, just
yeah, he
did
didn't do
nothing.
anything. No. He served like a full 4 year, like four full term.
Millard Fillmore?
Millard Fillmore.
Yep, the two people that came right after him were some of the worst presidents we've ever seen: Franklin Pierce and James Buchanan.
Okay, so
To say Abraham Lincoln, I was going to be like,
Damn.
the population would disagree.
oh, I see. So he filled in for Zachary Taylor, who kicked the bucket early.
Who was iced? Oh no, never mind. He just died.
On Wikipedia,
Watch
it says Abraham Lincoln is the first president to wear a beard.
Mhm.
Is his
Okay,
beard fake?
No. So funny thing about Millard Fillmore is that in like the first 3 paragraphs, it talks about his vice presidency under Taylor, and it said that he was largely ignored by Taylor.
Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get, stupid ass Zachary Taylor. You were there for a year. Now you're gone.
Yo,
Yeah.
James Monroe
Go-
gave birth
go
to
you in.
James Monroe gave birth to James Spence Monroe, who was born in 1799 and died 16 months later in 1800.
Wait, so James
But
Monroe?
why is
was
that funny?
female?
Why is that funny? His fucking baby died.
That's so unfortunate, but it's like,
Yeah.
It's like, what happened then?
Oh, actually, there was something important about Millard Fillmore is that the Whig Party, or the Whig Party, if you wish, disbanded after his presidency, and I think he's probably the last Whig president.
Wow.
Also,
That's
one
incredible.
of James Monroe's daughter married her cousin,
That was
What?
really
Okay.
common back.
They did
It's
that
actually
too.
and they got married in the White House. The first
Roll
president's
Tide.
child to marry in the White House.
All right, so
Yeah,
Roll
actually,
Tide.
Roll Tide.
all right, I'm just gonna throw this out there. In the last sentence of this first block of text about Millard Fillmore, it talks about him being largely obscure today, which is true because I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. But he's been praised by some for his foreign policy and criticized by others for his enforcement of the Fugitive Slave Act and his association with the Know Nothings.
Well, I think that's.
Van Buren's got a dope ass haircut.
Let's rock and troll.
I think that's gonna be it for the Trollcast today. Any last words?
Why did we end it on a racist note?
Because we can. Don't do
No, but-
drugs, kids. It
Okay.
changes you.
All right,
We were
fine. You don't
abolishing
wanna end it on-
racism.
You don't want to end it on a racist
No,
note.
It's a
Hey, it wasn't
cliffhanger. It's a
racist.
cliffhanger.
Okay, you know
There's-
what? Yeah, but we'll leave it.
There's a
We'll leave it.
redemption
You're
arc in the
defining
next
their-
episode.
There's a redemption arc.
If you have any cool Sims 4 custom content, link it below.
Okay, here.
Alright.
You don't link
you-
it below.
If you want me to not end it on a racist note, here's a fact: Martin Van Buren is the only president to speak English as a second language. There you go.
Yes.
Yes,
What
but
was his first language?
Dutch. The Dutch? Yeah, that's all.
Dutch?
Yeah.
Is he real?
Buren.
And
Is
the
he
first
real?
quote after
Is
United
he
States had
real?
declared its independence from Great
I
Britain.
don't think he's real, guys. I think it's fake.
Okay.
Okay, back to
Anyway.
the Basco pyramid.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Uh,